I'm a little down bad, but
here we are.
that's
Right, Claire?
us. That is us. Beef and tea. Do we have any?
The beef and tea is we never run out of it.
But right now, I don't have a brain. My body was destroyed. I overdosed on magnesium, so.
As one does.
As one, it's a classic.
It's a go-to drug for most.
Yeah, it's my drug of choice
Right.
when I went to, not that place.
Went to the doctor.
Yeah. It's like, you take anything? I'm like, everything.
Everything.
Especially magnesium.
Are you talking about Stagecoach?
You took everything.
Everything and more.
Oh my.
I think I left my heart and soul at Stagecoach and I have not survived since.
I don't think I've recovered yet.
No.
Like, each weekend to me is, like, not even exciting anymore.
There's still dirt in my nose. I swear to God.
Oh my God. There's probably dirt in my body.
There's dirt in all my
There's
holes.
dirt in my lungs, probably.
I'm coughing and sneezing. I'm depression.
I still got the blisters.
I'm driving to work. John Party comes on. I'm
John
crying.
Party. John Party.
He was John Partying. I was John Partying too hard. Missed him.
Oh my God, I saw this TikTok one time and this girl said she, like, paid, I don't know, a very large amount for SZA. Like, no hate, but
Couldn't be me.
couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
She's not my friend.
Right.
And she was like, oh, I, like, I wasn't going to drink very much because I was going to drive.
Okay, sure.
And so she.
The classic tale.
Yeah, but I'm like, all right, if, like, I would ever drove to a concert, I would literally have a beer and, like, that's it.
No, I would be serious.
Because she described what she drank, and I was like, how did you expect to drive home after that?
Well, what was it?
It was, like, 2 Buzzballs already, just, like,
Good
in the
night.
parking lot.
If you're drinking a Buzzball, you have no intentions of driving that night.
No, you're planning on having, like, the night of your life. Or
Right.
probably the night of your life that you don't remember, and that's what happened to her. She said she
Really?
saw the opener, did not remember.
What happened to her car?
She didn't explain. I'm like, you better not have
You
driven.
better not have driven.
Oh my God. Like,
A Buzzball for me has always ended in yak.
mm-hmm.
Never once have I had one and just had a normal night. Because you don't pregame with those to just have like a casual night with the girls.
Like a wine night, but it's Buzzball.
Wrong. Like
Could never.
No, that's like another caliber. You're getting fucked up.
Yeah. I remember, I feel like how I started my 21st in Vegas was literally when I landed at the airport, my mom went and got me 3 Buzzballs.
That's a classic.
Well, my mom didn't need to get it for me. I could buy them, but didn't want to. So it was like,
Right.
I showed my ID, but, she showed her card. So
No, we love that.
yeah, so I'm like, you don't buy things on your 21st birthday.
No, everything is given to you.
And if you're not, you're with the wrong peeps.
You're with the wrong crowd. So Steven, my brother, birthday this weekend, 21st. I'm excited to go down, but because his birthday's on Monday, Memorial Day, we have to go out Sunday at midnight. You can't just go out on Monday night.
No.
And it's
Especially because then you still have school the next day, and you have work.
right. And,
it's like-
and then it's like, will the bars be bumping at midnight before Memorial Day?
Yes.
I think yes.
Definitely, if you don't have work or school, like, people go out.
People are raging. If you have a holiday,
Yeah.
people are getting shit-faced the night before.
Well, like, even Veterans Day, day after my birthday,
Right.
holiday, we didn't have it off, but we still went hard.
But
and
we
the-
still went hard.
And the bars were open till 2, and it was packed till 2. Like, we went home at, like,
Right.
17.
I think about the night before Thanksgiving. Oh my God. Blackout Wednesday. Like, something about holidays gets people ready to drink.
And, like, I mean, even though 4th of July basically is drinking,
Mm-hmm.
people still go hard on the 3rd.
Of course, and that we will be.
So it's like,
Yes.
we will.
We
yeah.
will be.
Oh my God, I kind of forgot about that.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
But my mom's like, the bars are still going to be, like, going on at midnight.
I genuinely think,
I'm like,
first of all,
yeah.
I'm like, do you want me to look at my Snap memories from
Good night.
Memorial Day last year? Because I know for a fact I did something on Sunday.
I don't know what I did, but I was raging. I was raging Cajun.
I was Raging Cajun for sure. I know.
Right?
I'm like, now I need to know.
Right?
Like, my phone's right there.
It's right there. Opportunity right there.
Opportunity.
But I'm like, okay, you think about a boy who's turning 21. Does he want the fanfare? Does he not want the fanfare? Do I make a sign?
Girls
a
don't
birthday
really
sign?
buy guys drinks, even if on their 21st. So I'm like,
Right?
we get everything for free.
Because I love being a girl sometimes.
I'm girl, and
I'm
deserve
just a
the
girl.
world.
If I don't have my credit card.
literally,
Ever.
I don't know. I saw a video from yesterday. Well, no, from a year ago today.
So the memory popped up.
Mary popped up. I was
Right.
like, what?
What are you saying?
Who's Olivia?
Who the fuck is Olivia?
Literally. And it's like, clearly, it was just a mess in the Uber because
Oh God.
there's a bunch of photos that I look at and I think, why would you take those and save them? Like, I'm like, taking them is one thing, but you chose to be like, memory, save, like, literally atrocious and blurry. Like, I'm like, not only do I look bad, it's blurry.
Nothing
So I'm
looks
like, if
good.
I look bad and it's blurry, that's how you know. I don't even know how I finessed anything that night.
Right.
But you, like, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, vlog, keep in mind, this is probably a 5-minute Uber, and I have 10 memories from this
The
5-minute
Uber driver
Uber.
hates you.
Easily, because it's silent in the car. And, like, in the video, it's...
Are you alone?
No, I'm with you and Abiba.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, vlog, and Abiba's like, hee, classic. And you're like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have my cards for me, so someone needs to buy me a fucking drink. And I was like, this Uber definitely hates us right now. And I'm like, I would do that so frequently, because I'm like, first of all, I never needed to actually buy anything by the time I got downtown.
Right.
Ever. And I always ended up having at least 3.
Because I think that's
Where did
just
they come from? Where did they go?
Where'd you come from?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Exactly. I
literally,
think in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to pregame hard, as I always do.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I think I don't pregame hard, I pregame hard. So if I don't bring my wallet, theoretically, I'm cutting myself off.
Yeah.
No more drinks once I leave the house.
It's such a joke.
It is a joke.
It's a good, like, mindset to have. That it's like,
Right.
all right, all I need is my Uber app to load.
Right.
Like, it's like, that's all I need for a night out if I pregame hard. But it's like,
Yes.
no, because then I'm going to get there and be like, my hand's empty.
Right? And I'm going to drink in it.
You, like, I know I don't need it. I'm like, there was one time I literally pregamed, I'm pretty sure with, like, vodka water and did the Mio thing.
God.
So I was like, I just made mini boards.
Right,
at home.
of course. It's classy.
Yeah, because I'm like, it looks like fruit punch. I
Mhm.
think it's fine. And
Everyone loves Hawaiian punch.
literally. And I remember, like, getting to the bar, and again, keep in mind, probably had 3 Borgs. 3 mini Borgs.
Yeah, sure.
3 Borgs.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Yeah, you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And I just remember being, like, pissed, and I was like, I'm sober.
So wrong. It's always wrong.
Like, I feel like because you get there, and everyone is on a level that you don't even believe that you're at, because you just got there.
But, like,
But if
you're
you,
there.
If you walked
You're so
around,
there.
if you walked around a little and you had some conversation, you'd be like, so not everyone is as gone as blank per se.
Right. There's always a range.
There's always a range. You know, there's always someone who's like, I'm sober. Shut the fuck up.
Don't come out then.
Literally, what are you doing?
If you're here to just judge us and just be like, I'll have a water with lime, go home.
Go home. Like, literally, sit on the couch.
The bar isn't the place for you.
Well, and then it's just like, I swear there'd be sometimes that I'd walk around and someone, like, legitimately was carrying keys. And I'm like,
That's a bad look.
what are you thinking?
Right.
If you're gonna be sober, whatever. Again, you know, we're being pretty dramatic. We're like, go home. I think in college, for sure, it's kind of like, why waste your night going out if you could probably do something, like, more fun and wholesome?
Right.
You know,
I'd
I
rather
think that's, like,
have,
more
like,
what...
a movie night,
Mhm.
a girls' night, watch the sunset, go to the... Like,
Yeah, go to the movies, like,
Right.
go out to dinner and, like, be home at a reasonable
Right.
hour. Like, I just feel like it's a waste of my night to go out if I'm going to be sober and surrounded by almost every person who's, like, severely intoxicated.
Because I think, speaking from experience, I feel wildly uncomfortable
Yeah.
when I'm not as drunk as the people around me, or if I feel like I don't know how to make conversation, or maybe
Which is
I don't
so
even
funny.
know the people around
Because
me.
I'm like, I make conversation every day, so, you know what I mean?
But
It's like,
somehow I talk at work.
Yeah,
Guess
it's
like,
like,
I'm
what?
sober at
we
work.
have friends that
Right.
aren't from drinking, you know,
Right.
or going out. And it's like, I guess it really is just, like, it's the vibe. Because also,
Right.
if you're drunk in, like, a movie theater, that's not the vibe.
That's not the vibe.
It's like the equivalent.
Right.
That-
Right. It's like time and place.
Yeah.
And you did it at my birthday
If
dinner.
you're sober at
Yeah.
the club, don't
can't do
expect to
that.
have a good time.
No. Because all you're hearing is beep boop bop, and it's not fun.
And then you're going to want to have a conversation with someone because you feel uncomfortable dancing.
But
and that person is literally going to be screaming in your ear.
Yes.
You're going to say, this feels awful in my eardrum.
Right.
I need to leave.
Yes.
Go find my friends. And they're grinding on some rando.
Yes.
You know, it's like...
And it's like, there's no place for me here.
No.
I'm not drunk enough to do that. I don't want to buy a drink. I can't have a conversation. I don't even like the music that's playing. Not your time. Not your place.
What's your take on Las Vegas?
Okay. I've only been once.
Okay. All right, this is going to be very much subjective.
It's very,
Yeah.
I think it's very pigeonholed.
Yeah.
I went with a frat. I went with a guy I kind of knew. Okay?
New from school, so it's definitely like a different
That was
environment.
weird, because guess what? I actually only knew him sober. Which is
You never
interesting.
saw him at parties?
No. And so it was very
Oh, you
interesting.
were 21 by that point. Because it was senior year.
Because he actually turned 21 the
Mhm.
first night we were there.
Mm.
Like at midnight. So the first time we went out,
That's convenient.
I literally was like, I'm going to the club. It's not midnight. Sorry, bye. And I didn't mean that in like a bad way, but I'm like, but
Did you invite me as friends?
Yeah, he invited me as friends. We were at this club at Caesar's Palace, whatever, and I don't know if it was Steve Aoki. I don't know who the fuck was playing, okay? But I was gonna go in there with like
Zed.
that was the second
Okay.
night. But I'm like, you know what? I'm still gonna go in and have a good time. I ended up literally never seeing him that night, but I was with some of our friends. I mean, I had no besties with me, but I was like still having a fun time. You're in the club, everything's free.
Yeah.
He also paid for everything, which was awesome.
Voted, for sure.
And then the second day, we went to a day club. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was Tiesto also.
Right.
It was
and it was
so
like a bunch
much
of
fun.
Kampala people.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so like we all had a good time. Then the second night, it was Zed. We were literally out till 4 a.m. It was such a fun concert. Because they paid
If
for
I
it.
go to a day club, I'm out. And that's
Somehow
my
we
problem.
rallied. Because we never got sober.
And now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, I did that multiple days in a row in Cabo. It's like you immerse yourself in the
Right.
culture that you're like, why would I go back to the hotel room when
No.
I can sleep anytime, anywhere when I'm home?
Right, you're like,
You know?
you need to just be in the mindset of like, it's gonna be a go, go, go weekend, and you just have to be up for it, or else don't come.
Yeah, because like honestly, once you take a nap, I think you're done.
You're
like,
done.
After Waste Management, we all took a nap, and we're like,
We can't go out.
you cannot get me off this couch
No.
right now. And I feel like it was like a headache really sunk in, and it was
Yeah.
just like, we're nauseous. We tried to eat that pretzel, and it just
didn't
not
go well.
down. Habiba was in bed for hours.
Bad.
That was bad.
But
And
I
that's
do
the
think,
thing. I think if we just sat down and didn't let ourselves close our eyes, and we're like, you know, let's just open a claw.
right.
Like at Waste Management, because remember Romy was saying like, oh, we're gonna go out with NFL people.
And I'm like, that'd be
Also,
awesome.
it's literally
was
Super Bowl,
so like that would have been incredible. There were so many
I
celebrities.
know, I'm
there.
kind of upset. Like
We let
we
ourselves
listened-
soak.
we did,
That's
like,
the problem.
we
The
marinated.
solution
Yeah.
I've like literally decided the solution to day drinking is not stopping until you want your day to be over, your night to be over. If you
Yeah,
would
because
still go
Natalie
out,
and her friend, like,
they went out.
it was so.
And like they just decided like we're just gonna keep pushing through.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think maybe that was like, once we were at Waste Management, we were kind of thinking, okay, wait, this is it, and now we're just at the 16th hole. It's not that fun, which we thought we'd be more. I honestly think we thought it'd be more fun because we thought there'd be like vendors walking around with beers like constantly, and you'd always have a drink in your hand. And
Right.
I felt like it was like you had to get up from that seat that wasn't even yours. You know, it was like we just sat there.
Right.
So then it was get up from there, go walk wherever, find a
Yeah.
vendor that's selling a $10 Bud Light, which is just like, yeah, we could have afforded it. It's not a big deal, but it's
It's also like not the drink. I'm like, delicious.
yeah,
A warm
a cocktail like
Bud
yeah,
Light. A
yeah.
warm Bud Light in a screw-off can. I'm not like delicious. Like
yeah.
I could drink it if I was like in the mindset of like we got to keep going. Sure, I could have had one, whatever.
Yeah.
But
But I think we were all collectively like, okay, we went so hard the night before
mhm.
that when we woke up, I remember being so upset that we had to go somewhere and drink again.
Yes,
And I think maybe that was the thing that it's like, if
but
we
that's
just,
literally why we were there.
it's why. So it's like, you were like, I don't really need to run it back again because it was, but I think if we actually timed it better and made it just kind of like, okay, we know we're going to drop some money today, or let's actually try to sneak some stuff in, or like something like that. I think it was just kind of like, we and we were so excited because, you know, we worked from home that day. Like, we worked from Romy's place, so it was just kind of like, oh, this is actually exciting because it's like, all right, I'm just, like, waiting till the end of the day to just, like, start going. Yeah, it's like, we haven't seen each other in months.
And that's the hype. The hype is, like, the hype is there.
Mm-hmm.
But my problem is how I decided Waste Management was like a festival without any music. And I know it's like, well, fucking obviously.
Well, it's a golf tournament.
But
so.
like my personal beef with Waste Management was like it was so spread out and the holes by the entrance were so obscenely crowded that you wanted to go further away so you could actually like get a seat and actually like sit down and enjoy it and see some people go.
Yeah.
But it was also like 1,000 degrees. I just remember being so hot and be like, I don't really want to walk 3 miles away.
And again, I know like everyone describes it as like, oh, you don't really go for the golf, it's a party. I think I just expected it to be more of a party.
It wasn't a party.
And it wasn't. And I feel like it was just like, oh, we got some drinks. We stood around. We walked around. We cut in line, got to the 16th hole, and it wasn't as like,
it was a letdown.
Crazy. Like,
it
you know,
wasn't
it's like
crazy.
in all the videos, I feel like I just remember seeing like everyone's booing or everyone's throwing stuff or everyone's just like, you know, passing a bev around. You know?
I've seen everyone like group shot.
Yeah.
Everyone's screaming. Everyone's like chanting.
Taking shots. Like,
I'm singing a song together.
Yeah,
like
chanting, doing some.
Right, like there was no group energy where we were
honestly,
sitting.
we're probably in a weird lull time.
I think we were.
Because I feel like at the very beginning of the day, it's
the
crazy.
crazies get there at 5 a.m.
Beginning of the day is insane. We were there at literally 2:30, and I feel like it's like, okay, the crazies have either gone or they've, you know, went to go recover somewhere and eat a chicken wing. Who knows? And I feel like it was like, because the line moved pretty fast, yeah, we cut, but like, line moved really fast, so it was like, okay, a lot of people were funneling out. So then it was, we were funneling in, and that group just was not, like,
they were so lame.
So it's like, I feel like I could go back and just maybe plan around now knowing what it's like.
Right.
You know,
the thing is, I don't know what I'm going to expect round 2, though. Like, you would have to maybe, like,
I feel like I would legitimately
get
need
there
to, like,
later. Because everyone says that there's actually concerts and, like, fun things at night. So I think the vibe is, like, getting there in the afternoon and committing to staying there.
I feel like, yeah, we got there at, like, 12:30.
We were there from, like, 12 to 4, 12 to 5. Those are, like, the worst hours because everyone's crazy in the morning. Because the 5 a.m.ers get there and they're, like, hammered. Yeah,
and then maybe they take a break and come back. Like,
they probably do.
Or there's the people that are like, you know what, I'm going to do a better job of, like, I'll drink at, you know, your normal, it's 5 o'clock somewhere hour, stay the whole night, and then go out after. And it's like, that's probably what we should have done.
Right.
Considering we were so awful that morning. And it took so much energy to even, like, have a sip of a mimosa for me.
Oh, God, it was horrible.
Like, I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's just because we went to bed
it's
so
because
late.
we had screwdrivers. It wasn't even mimosas.
Oh, my God. It was so bad.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a problem.
But
so it's like, you know,
day drinking's the best when you start later, perhaps 1 or 2 p.m., and you literally go till you go to bed.
Yeah.
Because when you start
I agree.
at 9, 10 a.m., you literally need a break. You can't keep going.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why, like, St. Patrick's Day and stuff, when you do wake up at the 6 a.m. time, or, you know,
you're done at
4
12.
or 5. Yeah, it's like, you're out.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like there was a couple years that maybe I went out again and I had a 5-hour power nap, but
impossible.
Definitely impossible now.
Yeah.
I would rather die.
I also think the hype, I don't know if I haven't met the right people in San Francisco, but I haven't seen people at the bars that make me want to keep raging.
I fully agree with that.
Does
And
that
maybe
make
we're in
sense?
the wrong place. Like, it's like, we might, like, need...
Where are the ragers? Like,
I feel like at the club. And I just don't like
Really?
the club. But
I'm not a clubber.
it's not worth the money.
I mean, we'll go to, like, a sports bar, and I love Johnny Love, shout out him. But, like, I'll go to all these different bars, and I'm like, okay, they're definitely fun, and, like, we're fun, and we're having fun. But as soon as I'm done, there's nobody there that's like, let's keep going.
And maybe it's like, I don't know, because San Francisco is small, people are not like, oh, I need to find new friends. So it's like people go to a bar with their friend group and they leave with their friend group. They're not like trying to meet new people. And it's like, that's fine, but I want that. That it's like,
right.
Hey, you don't have to, like, we're all living in this city and all in the same age range for a reason.
Right.
You know, it's
a young city.
Yeah. So it is kind of tough because it's just confusing that why would you not want to branch out?
I also feel like to people like today's kids, no. But like people our age, I can speak from my experience. I'm not gonna go talk to randoms if I'm not like completely hammered.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just gonna branch out and be like, let's be friends. Like why was it easy in kindergarten? Like in elementary school, I'd walk up to some girl and be like,
let's be friends.
I'd literally say those 3 words.
That's how I met my best friend from elementary school.
Same.
Like,
actually. Her name was Kylie. I'd walk up and like, let's be friends. Let's play together. And it was as simple as that.
Dude, I remember I wouldn't like let go of my mom's leg and she goes, look, that girl looks really nice. Walked up to her and I was like, do you want to like play house or something? Like, play house? I feel like we're in this like... no. But, you know, we went to college together, so that's insane. Camille Lorenz. Yes! Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, the history.
That is crazy.
It's kind of, like, beautiful, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
We'll always beat each other's lives. How cute.
But I'm like, how come you can't just walk up to somebody at the bar and be like, let's be friends, let's hang? That's weird. Because you're 23.
It is that.
Yes.
I think it's more like, oh, they think red flag. Why do we need friends? Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like
I've got something.
Can you not make friends on your own? Like, which is like, that's what I'm trying to do here.
Like, how do you naturally make friends in the wild? That's weird. That's strange.
I know, because I see this, like, one girl at my gym all the time. And
we should say hi.
And I keep thinking, like, maybe I should talk to her and just, like, let's be friends. But the problem is, we always see each other in the locker room. So I'm like...
You're going to talk while you're naked?
No. I'm not walking around naked.
Okay.
But I agree that it's like, I walk into the gym, AirPods are already in. AirPods don't leave my body until I get home. Because I need them on the walk there and on the walk home. So it's kind of like, okay, most people also have that. And so it's like, hey,
excuse me.
Get you. That is
Vaughn.
That's like...
That's annoying.
That's disgusting. So I think that, I don't know, like making friends is really hard.
Making friends is hard.
And here we are.